Algo sostenido.
Hello, I'm gonna be doing my speech. Can you please introduce yourselves first?
Hi, I'm Zihan.
Hello, I'm Jihan.
Hello, I'm Tarek.
Hello, I'm Ziad.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to be of two different cultures in one society? Growing up Arab and Hispanic, I faced many challenges through stereotypes and misunderstandings. This all influenced my identity, but also made me grow. Today, I want to talk about three main points to culture. We will explore culture and its meaning, and then challenges Arab and Hispanics face within society, and how culture shapes one identity. Having two cultures allowed me to understand the world and who I am better. It is a beautiful thing to have a culture, especially the traditions that are passed down by every generation through family. Culture is the shared beliefs, language, values, habits, and traditions passed between families, communities, or societies. All this shapes how we see the world and ourselves. Culture is the history of our family, their past, and it is what they pass down to us and what we will continue to pass down. I am Arab and Hispanic, so I have experienced each culture and seen their differences. We enjoy making homemade food, listening to a mix of music, dancing, and having our beliefs. As Arabs, we speak Arabic, we bake different types of Arabic cookies and desserts, and we like to stay up late talking to family and drinking tea. As a Hispanic, we speak Spanish, have a quinceañera, which is a huge celebration for our 15th birthday. We make flan, empanadas, and arroz con gandules. Arabs and Hispanics have a lot of similarities, and most of them are very family centered and heavily on elderly respect. This is shown in greetings. We greet people by kissing each cheek when being introduced to each other or reuniting. Even though they are two different cultures, they both have traditions, language, belief, family gatherings, and something we value. Culture stays with you. It shapes how you live, what you pass on, and how you understand the world around you. I have learned to appreciate my culture deeply because without them, I would be lost. Now that we have a better understanding of what culture is, let us move to talk about stereotypes and challenges that are created within society. There were days when it was hard to have a different culture from everyone else in society. Everyone would treat you differently, especially when you speak and dress differently. From language barriers in classrooms to discrimination in workplaces, multicultural communities face daily challenges that shape how individuals grow, connect, and contribute. We face discrimination from stereotypes every day. These stereotypes stop people from trying to understand us and who we are. For example, the saying of all Hispanics are criminals. Arabs face 39% of discrimination, and Hispanic people face 28% of discrimination. People view Arabs and Hispanic based on things they've heard about. They don't really try to get to know who we really are. This explains how we are only viewed as what is shown in the media and the news. Even though these challenges, they've created a path for me to understand myself and my culture better. Our culture acts as a lens through which we perceive and interpret the world around us, providing us with a framework for understanding ourselves and our place in society. Our culture is how we experience the world we live in. My culture made me grow up humbled and reserved. I learned what is right and what is wrong from my faith. And I think that one of the most important things is not what people say about us or how they view us. Because still, at the end of the day, we are human beings like everyone else. What does it matter how I look, what I eat, what I read, or what I believe? We are still one at the end of the day. And that should never be discriminated against. My Arab and Hispanic cultures are part of who I am, even with all the challenges that society likes to throw at us. It only made me stronger and prouder of my cultures. In conclusion, we talked about culture and its true meaning and how it shapes one's identity. We also mentioned the percent of how society discriminates Arab and Hispanic culture, using stereotypes define who we are. To define who we are, we should still push through and continue to be who we are. Thank you for listening to my speech on culture.